I have a white cat sitting on me. Take a look really quick. She's like, Mom, where's your strings? Hi, babe. Okay, so today's topic is brought. Oh, okay, no longer having a cat sit on me. Can't get this camera. Okay. All right. All right. There, that's better. A little. All right, so today's topic is brought to you, well, basically just it was a viewer wrote in and had a couple questions that they wanted to ask and talk about. Basically, they wanted me to touch on the topic of stupid or weird questions that people ask LGBT people. Usually straight people ask these questions, and they, I don't even, some of these questions, it's funny because it's like, what even, what even makes these people ask some of these things? Because it's like, people need to like think before they speak, and I just kind of wanted to well, first off, if you're a part of the LGBTQ community, that you've probably been asked some of the weirdest questions you've ever heard, or very uncomfortable questions. It happened to me, and that's why I decided to make this video um, about common questions that heterosexual people ask gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgendered people. And trust me, some of these questions that I'm going to answer that some people have actually asked me um, are the weirdest questions. And you may not think that they're weird, but they really are. And also, I just never would have been, I never would have thought that some of these people, it's like, think do not think before you actually like pose these questions, because some of them are just so. Okay, here we go. So someone once asked me, how come you're a lesbian if you've never been with a man? Now, I find this question weird because sexual orientation is not defined only by sexual attraction. um, that's got to be some chemistry between you and the other person. And um, and since in some cases that chemistry is not taking places between a man and a woman, but it does happen between two men or two girls, or two women, what's so hard to understand? Just because it's not happening between a man and a woman, you can't simply. People just think that just because, like, I didn't have sex with so many guys, I only had sex with the one guy, so they're just assume, well, And then the next question that they always come back with is, wanna bet I can turn you straight? Sure, let's bet. Do you want to lose? Because we can bet. Um, and then, people will throw the God card around, and they're like, well, that God hates you for being gay or for being a lesbian. Okay, but since when does God hate people? Because that I thought that he doesn't do that. I thought that he doesn't hate. People hate people though. Um, I've also been asked, who's the man in your relationship? Well, I've seen this question posed not only to gay couples, but also, you know, to sometimes even to like straight couples. Um, Now, first off, let me mind you, in a gay couple, like with men, there are two men involved. So, since that's the term of, you know, that's what gay is supposed to mean, right? And talking about lesbian couple, it's like, how could you even ask such a question when they're obviously two women? Some people just don't seem to use their brains at full, capability before posing such questions. Now, do they? Because, well, who's the man in your relationship? Well, we're girls, so there's no man in the relationship. And if you're asking about like a gay couple, like men, well, they're two men. Doesn't make any sense. Um, I just find it funny because some of the things that people want to ask is it. And then, people always ask, well, how do you know you're gay? How do you know you're straight? I mean, think about it. We don't live in this world of, I don't even know, but I mean, if you're going to ask me, how do you know I'm gay? Well, how do you know you're straight? I mean, isn't the definition of gay clear enough for you? Um, you're attracted to the opposite sex. Gays aren't. We don't pitch a tent wherever we see a Victoria's Secret model because there's nothing there to get excited about. Okay? Um, I don't understand it. It's not rocket scientist or scientist. It's not rocket science. It's not that hard to understand. How do you know you're gay? I don't know. How do you know you're straight? You just know. Um, I was asked this question, the next question, a couple times by a couple different people throughout the years, and they always say, were you born gay or did you choose to be gay? Well, this question gets under my skin for a variety of reasons, and odds are, um, you already have your own opinion on the subject, and if you're strapped to rather strict religious, convictions, the amount of convincing or scientific proof could change your mind. Um, I generally take this question as a setup for the, well, what if scenarios, like why I'm gay. You'd be amazed at how many people think they have a license to practice therapy. um, Gay people choose to be, I don't know the word I'm looking for. They choose to be, you know, abstracted from the rest of society, abandoned by friends and family, and reminded they're doomed to eternal life of damnation. Stop thinking otherwise. Sarcasm intended in there. Um, you know, Generally it's a lot more complex than a yes or no answer. I mean, for me, I started developing an attraction for the same sex in, I think, middle school, while all my friends were obsessing over, like, guy porn, which I was forced to pretend was enjoyable. Of course, it's not like, a high 5-year old understands what attraction really is because their hormones aren't raging. They're too young to understand. It's a matter of development, and oftentimes the social environments, um, it can be difficult coming to terms with your sexuality when everyone around you has a rosary around their neck and gun strapped to their chest. So it's like you don't want to like say what, I think that being gay, it's genetic. I think that you are born gay. I don't think you choose to be gay. Um, does it matter? Regardless, the gay community deserves the same rights as the straight community. Christians weren't born Christian, okay? But they're still given the same religious freedom as Jews, you know, or any other religion. Um, I'm trying to find my coffee. So that question just always gets under my skin. And it's like, were you born gay? No. Or did you choose to be gay? Yes. I did not choose to be gay. And my cat is knocking everything down. Um, so, no, I didn't choose to be gay. Okay, it just happened. I was born that way. Get over it. Another question people have asked me, they're like, you aren't attracted to me, right? Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm head over heels for every girl on the planet. Just like you would bang any girl or guy. Not really. Gays are attracted to different people, just like straight people are, and you don't have to worry just because you have a vagina. Doesn't mean that I want to get in your pants. However, even if a lesbian um, does find you attractive, there's a significant difference between attraction and slipping a roofie into your drink. I'm sure you're attracted to plenty of girls that don't have the hots for you. Maybe you just shouldn't be so attractive then. Another question is, oh my God, will you be my gay friend? I've always wanted a gay friend. I hate when people assume I'll be their friend when they ask this. Okay, the gay aspect is one aspect of my life, and I'm rather picky about people I choose to give my time and energy to. Um, I'm not some kind of toy for you to take to show and tell. Okay, I'm still a person and I've got a variety of interests and a rather complex personality, which you probably get to know before you jump into a friendship with me. Um, and then, I don't know. So it's kind of like, how about let's, get to know me instead of just like, oh my God, I want a gay friend. Well, there's more gay fish in the sea. Another question is, so, oh, I already asked this. So who's the guy and who's the girl in the relationship? Actually, no, I didn't ask this. It's kind of different. Well, the question probably tops terms in the sheer stupidity and disregard for politeness. Okay, because it's a homosexual relationship, meaning the same sex. Okay, both partners are either a guy or both partners are either a girl. Hope, get down. Hang on. Get down. Not that way, but alright. 1 second. Come on. Come on. Open up your eyes with these broken words. Let me do the healing. She's the only one. One. Yeah, yeah. So I roll with her. Ooh, that's how it's supposed to live. Living life with what? Okay. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I love the Chris Renee song, Young Homie. I'm just obsessed with it. To turn negative to positive. It's gonna be alright, Bob Marley said. What the dumb shit? Keep it moving, that's the time it is. Eh, young homie, what you dripping on? Ooh. Okay, anyway. um, okay. The next question, before I even go into the next question, so the whole who's the guy, who's the girl in the relationship, well, we're both girls, so to put it simply, there's generally not a role in a homosexual relationship. If you're still confused, I don't know, buy your girl a strap on and see who's the girl and who's the guy in the relationship. I mean, I don't get it. Um, and then the next question is, doesn't sex hurt slash feel uncomfortable? I don't know. How was anal sex with your girlfriend last weekend? Oh, burn in the flames of hell. And no, I'm not into the whole anal thing. But, so actually, no, it does not hurt. It's just like any other person having sex. Um, and then someone asked me once, I bet girls being comfortable, or I bet girls feel uncomfortable getting undressed around you. Actually, no, they don't. It's not awkward, and we're all just cool with each other. You know, it's not like an awkwardness, it's not awkward. So again, you're missing the point. Because just because I'm a lesbian, it doesn't mean that, I want to sleep with every girl. And then this one always gets me. When you're naked, are you like excited? Okay, so I've only been asked this one once, but I was unsure of how to respond just because it was so out of the blue and clearly like, not well thought through. No, so, just looking at your mom's sister's boobs doesn't make you excited. Well, then, unless, of course, you're like, family practices incest, but hey, no judgment, we're all God's children, right? So, the next time you find yourself itching to ask a gay person one of the unmentionable questions, stop and substitute it with any of the following, like, what's your favorite color? If you could have anyone's adopted children, who would it be? I don't know why I just asked that. Um, what did you think? Insert movie title. Do you want to go get something to eat? What are your interests? Normal questions that anybody would ask, because while you're so inquisitive, 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 whatever, inquisitive nature is far beyond better than a snap judgment, it's still generally rather dumb, okay? So stop asking such dumb questions. I mean, I'm just a person, just like anyone else, and, it's not something that's like, oh my god, wow, that's so crazy. Alright, so, sorry, I've been having a hard time swallowing lately. I think I told you yesterday in a video that, my throat keeps getting all weird and stuff. Anyway, so those are just some questions that I've gotten asked. And the who's the man in the relationship is just so stupid. We're two women. Just because I dress more masculine than like my wife doesn't make me a guy or doesn't make me the man in the relationship. So get over yourselves and stop asking such stupid questions. I mean, we're all just normal human beings, just like you. We're just, you know, I don't know. Stop asking such dumb questions. Alright, so that is the end of the topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I just loved explaining it and getting into my deepest, darkest questions of being asked of basically stupidity and ignorance. So, I mean, I should just start going around and saying to straight people, so, who's the man and who wears the pants in your relationship? Oh. Alright, peace and love, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. There's always a day away. Well, I've had too much caffeine.